Some of us are already here. Well, a lot of us are here. So, guys, I forget what episode this is. 7? Yes, we are live. It's Frankie Roberts, one of my best black belts. So, guys, last week the question was about false reap. So we want to address the false reap. But as you know, it's a live show, so live questions take priority. We will continue whatever we do not cover on the false reap on the app. If you have the app, so whatever we don't cover is going to be there. If you don't have the app, you can play around with it for free for 3 days, so you can go on the app and get the tail end of this. Guys, we're sort of in an open environment. It's beautiful. If I hear a toucan, I might run out to take a look at it. Parrots maybe. Anyways, if we don't have any questions, we start with the false reap. Okay? So, guys, one of the most important things with leg lock attacks. So, the leg that's under the attack needs to be firm on the ground. There is one leg lock. Can anybody guess which one it is? That you can implement while the foot is firmly planted on the floor.
Evil.
I know you know the answer. Oh. I want to hear the others. Every other one, guys, the guy needs to get that foot off the ground. Okay? So, I stand firm. Okay? So we're going to go early stage defense, a little bit later, a lot later, and very late. So the first one is, as Frankie starts to set it up, it doesn't. So, guys, anytime I'm sort of fearing entry into the legs, I need to sort of lower my level a little bit, because that's sort of the things. That's a structural thing that's going to help you defend it. So as I lower my level, but first thing is if I catch it very early, is threat of an Estima. Guys, if you're not an expert on Estima, it's an amazing technique. You know, Victor and Braulio Estima invented it. It's a highly potent, highly painful submission that comes in very quickly, and it's very, you know, usually people screen tap. They don't have time to tap. But it's a very good tool against guys that have very flexible, very hard guard to pass. Okay? So again, first one is Estima lock. Okay? Now, so this is early stage where Frankie did not get very far. If he gets a little further, first, like if I lower my level, I want to sort of block his head. So you can see my hand. I don't have, you know, people think people think that if you blocking somebody's head, you gotta actually hold it. No, I'm not threatened by his head being here. I'm threatened when his head gets really, this isn't a problem. So you don't necessarily need to stop him from, you know, controlling and grabbing the head. No, you need to stop the inversion where he starts to go between your legs. So this is good enough. So if he goes a little bit deeper, I'm going to try to block his head. Again, I'm keeping a lot of weight, let's pivot a little bit, on my right foot to make sure, because I'm in danger once my right foot goes through over Frankie's right leg. Now I'm in danger. We're going to go over that as well, but right now, I want to make sure it doesn't go over. If it doesn't go over, you're not in danger. Once it goes over, you're over. So, this time he goes a little deeper. I control the head. And now, what I'm going to do is, you want to make sure, here it's going to be hard to crush. So I want to have his knee in front of my chest. Once I'm here, I start to crush his hips. And then I'm going to kick my leg through. From here, you should be able to pass the ball. From here, it doesn't matter usually. What I'll do is bring my right hand in front of Frankie's right leg and I'll pass the guard. So that's sort of the two fairly early stage defenses against false reap. Do we have any questions so far? What kind of bird is that?
We have a lot of good mornings from Elad, MJ, A few of the other guys.
What's up, guys?
They wish they were here.
Yeah, it is a good place. It is a very good place.
We can continue on with the false sweeps, the late stage defense.
Okay, so let's go into sort of late stage defense. Late stage is when you basically, you know, when that foot starts to come through. So, as the foot starts to come through, sometimes, because I fail to control his head, what I'll do is post over, and let's get it a little bit. If I can clear his foot, I'm going to backstep. Again, when I backstep, I try to use my leg to actually control Frankie's hips. And guys, with leg locks, you need to be cognizant. This is like Twister. You need to be cognizant of the fact that the guy can reload. Okay? So you cannot just, you need to sort of, once you need to clear the immediate threat of the initial attack, but you also need to stop. A lot of people that they go wrong is they kind of, their foot slips, their heel slips, they stop the initial submission and then just continue to fight in that position. If you're a leg lock specialist, you have a good chance of winning that exchange. However, if you look at, for example, Flanagan, I hope I say it right, against Bodoni in ADCC. Bodoni is a generalist. He's good at everything. Ian Flanagan was pure leg lock specialist. I'm sure he has other things, but he was, I believe, you know, at that time he was a leg lock specialist. He got leg lock. So, the point that I'm trying to make is once you squash the initial threat, think about the following threats. Okay, so let's look at third one, late stage defense, where your foot starts to go. Let's do it this way so they can backstep. Yeah. So again, I failed to lower my level, so I failed to control his head. So you can see this will happen. Frankie. So what I'll do is I post my weight forward, and I'm going to backstep high to clear his left hook. And I continue to use my straighten out my leg to make sure that he cannot reload. It's straight. I'm actually cramping up, believe it or not. No, it's okay. I will suck it up. Because you need to make sure that he cannot pull that heel through. From here, now I'm going to start to work into defensive mode. Now I squash the following threats, okay? So, that's sort of the third sort of attack. And this is a good one, guys, but again, it's not just, let me do a crappy backstep so you know kind of the difference and you go to the finish. Done. All right, I'll be real frame.
It's okay. I've kept you in it.
I should have put some markers on the floor. So I made a lot of mistakes on that. To an uneducated eye, or maybe to an ecological eye, then I say to them, go there, it looks the same.
Can have a live debate.
It looks the same. It's not the same. I made a lot of mistakes. So, if you subscribe to the ecological approach, you can certainly play around with it and keep getting caught, and then you give up on the technique altogether. Or you can actually follow through some of the directions and then play around with it and polish it up. So when you sort of backstep, you need to keep in mind several things. Okay, let's look at it again. How much time we got?
40 seconds.
All right, we'll finish this and we should take the fourth one on the out. So this time freeze. So I failed to block his head. He's already too deep in the inversion. I did not. Everything was set up because I did not lower my level, so I could not control the head. So even if I try to now, my balance is off. So rather than rebalancing, I put my weight way forward, and now I use my leg to keep his legs in position so he cannot fall. Keep this severe. Guys, on that note, we'll go to the outside.